everyone, and welcome back to my channel Learnatcloudanalytics. I'm Sailaja, and today's video we are going to explore one of the exciting new feature in Power BI service. So this feature would allow us to edit and build the reports directly within the service itself. So which means that maybe it's the time to say goodbye to Power BI desktop. So let's understand that clearly within this particular video. So Power BI Service has always been a powerful platform for sharing and consuming our reports. But with this particular new feature that we are going to talk about in the next couple of seconds, it takes the collaboration and report building to the next level. Now you can create, edit, and collaborate on reports right in the Power BI service without the need to switch back and forth between Power BI's desktop and the web interface. So to demonstrate this feature, let me go to the requirements of this particular feature to be introduced. So for that, the first thing that we need to do is obviously we have to log into our Power BI service. So I've already logged into my Power BI service, which is my free version that I've signed up for. And let me navigate to my corresponding workspace that I've created. So this is the workspace on which I would like to enable this particular preview feature. So remember, this feature needs to be enabled individually on the corresponding workspaces where you would like to do that web editing on Power BI service. So for this particular workspace, I just need to go to this more, which is the three dots that you see next to the manage access. Click on these three dots and select the workspace settings, and within the workspace settings go navigate to this Power BI section and select the general option, and within this options that has been listed here, we need to enable or select this checkbox next to the users can edit data models in the Power BI service. As it was mentioned, this particular feature is currently in preview, and therefore while enabling this within your organization, you might need to check with your corresponding tenant admin. So I'm just enabling this option for this particular demonstration. And now let's come back to this particular workspace. Now, how do we evaluate if I'm able to edit my data models, right? So for that, I'll just use my sales overview data set, which I published it previously. Now I'll just open this data set, and you can see that on the top right corner, this open data model option is currently enabled. So which means that now I would be able to validate my existing data model that is parsed within this data set, and if there is a need to make any modifications, I would be allowed to make such modifications also. And also on the right panel where you see the tables being listed, right? So you can actually see all the tables that are used within this particular data set, and you can bring in to create a new report on top of this data set. So let's go step by step. So for this, I'll just go to the open data model so that we know that how this data model view looks like within Power BI service. So as you see here, we can see the tables being related to each other with a one-to-many relationship. And in case if you'd like to alter this relationship, you can also do that by right-clicking on that and selecting the property. So it's the same way how we do that in Power BI Desktop. And on the right side, you also have this data pane where it's providing us the list of all the tables that are part of this data set. And the cool feature here is that in case if you'd like to create a new measure or a column, now this Power BI service is allowing us to do that as well, right? And also you can introduce any row level security by using this manage rows that is visible here on this home ribbon within this data model pane. But keep in mind there is a warning being indicated by Power BI. Since this is a preview feature, right? It is saying that while we make these changes, whatever that we perform any alterations on this existing data set, these changes would be permanent and automatically be saved. So therefore, when you need to make any modifications, please keep in mind that those changes would be permanent and you might not be able to revert it back. All right. So this is about the data model view, and it also gives us a flexibility to add a new layout, and you can bring in some insights that is needed. So you can do some additional data modeling as needed as well. All right. So now let me go back to this previous view where we can be able to create a new report and see the insights out of it. So again, I'm going to the data set. Now on the top toolbar where you see this option to create a new report, right? I'll just click on the drop down next to the create report, and here I'm just selecting the auto create. So this auto create would allow Power BI service to create a report automatically without us creating the visuals. So all we have to do is we have to select which fields needs to be part of that particular report, part of that particular visuals that gets created, so that Power BI on behalf of us, it will evaluate and understand which visual would be optimal for that particular data element. So let's check that option here. So I just selected this auto create option. While it is trying to generate this report, let me provide some insights out of the other cool features that are going to be part of the preview as well. All right. I think this preview had created this auto create report automatically. So it just took a couple of seconds for this view to be created. And this report looks pretty much good for me to understand how my product ID and the ship date and your fields are been progressing with respect to the measure value. So on the top right corner, you see that it has overlaid a couple of KPIs through which I would be able to draw some key insights and understand how many product IDs are there and how many orders have been placed and how many customers are there. So I get the gist out of the particular data set here. And likewise, I also have this line charts being created based on my count of product ID and year and product ID count and year and month. And I also have a summary being explained where I can actually look into the data insights where it is saying that okay, the count of product ID trended down, resulted in a 96.71% decrease between 2019 and 2023. So that's a very good observation drawn out of this particular data, which would highlight and understand why there had been a steep decrease in the count of products, right? So maybe then the team might be interested in focusing on the decrease in the count of products during that particular period, and probably we can be able to look at those outliers. All right, so this is all about this particular feature that I would like to bring up on in within this particular video. So I hope you like this video. If you do like this video, please do create a comment in this comment section, and also subscribe and like and share if you'd like it. And in the next video, I would be talking about one of the most awaited cool feature from Power BI, which is the Git integration within Power BI service. So there are two concepts there. One is the Git integration with Power BI desktop, while the other one is directly integrated with Power BI service itself. So in the next video, I would be talking more about the Power BI service integrated Git integration topic. So stay tuned, and we'll see you again in the next video. Thank you.